Is there demand on Etsy in the travel niche? Is it a good place to list? And how can we niche down within this really broad travel niche? And are there even print-on-demand products for us to print on so that we can reach those customers that like to travel? We're actually going to be diving into all of that in this video today. And well, the reason this is on our mind is because, well, we're traveling. We thought this might be a fun topic to cover today because, well, we're traveling to
London, baby.
Switzerland,
Paris,
and a little town called Colmar, France.
We're taking you along with us, so let's go. Or stop London. Let's go. Yay, you made it to London with us. Don't forget to mind the gap and have a spot of tea while you're here. Well, in this first stop, we are going to be chatting about two products, and they're two products you've heard me talk about before. We're going to first chat about Luggage. These can be pretty pricey products, and we'll go over those prices in just a minute, but you can get some really fun designs that really are eye-catching and get your customers some attention. I'll talk more about that in just a minute. We now have two options when we want to print luggage with Printify. We can go with personalized luggage, and I'm going to point out the large pricing since that is what I'm showing you in the pictures with my friend's luggage here. For the large with personalized luggage, it's going to run you right around $126 for the product, and it's going to run you right around $73 for shipping, bringing your total cost to $199. Pretty pricey. So you're going to wind up having to price your item somewhere closer to like maybe $250 so that you can account for Etsy fees and still make a profit. With Print Geek, you are going to be paying a little bit more for the luggage, $136. So it's about $10 more than personalized luggage, but you're going to pay less in shipping. For that large shipping within the US, you're going to pay right around $43, bringing your total cost to $179. So a bit better price for you out the door if you're shipping within the US with PrintGeek. Now I'll reveal in just a little bit how I got my ideas through some market research for the luggage that I printed myself and my friends. And this luggage did get a lot of attention. People were calling our names at the airport, started some fun conversations, and people were also calling our names as we walked through the streets to get to our Airbnbs. Now, while I did the research for this travel niche video, I came across another product that you could do these same types of designs on and could sell at a much better price point. So stay tuned and I'll share that with you in just a bit. Now, coming into one of the cities that we traveled to, I did forget that my name was on the suitcase and someone was shouting my name quite loudly. I turned around and looked at him like he had grown two heads, wondering, how did I know this guy? He's like, hey, your name is on your suitcase. So this type of gift idea can really create some fun stories for your customers. And the second product I'll mention are T-shirts. If you're a regular around this channel, you probably knew I'd be mentioning T-shirts during this video. T-shirts sell great on Etsy. You could go from a theme of a particular place. You could do family vacation type of T-shirts or group vacation type of T-shirts. And you can personalize the T-shirts with the specific location that someone is traveling to. And one more idea for you before we jump into our next location and talk about our next couple of travel niche products. While I was in London, I saw quite a few people walking around with fun T-shirts that had funny things crossing the infamous Abbey Road. And not only did I find this trend actually on real people out in the wild while I was walking around in London, I've also seen it trending on Etsy. So we've got some funny ones here with the boot holes. Now you want to be careful not to infringe and not have anything like some of the examples I'm showing have items or things crossing Abbey Road that would be infringing, but maybe go in a direction more like this funny duck sweatshirt where there are ducks wrapped in Christmas lights crossing Abbey Road. Just a fun trend to share with you before we jump over to our next location.
We're at Westminster Abbey, hands down the best abbey.
Time for Switzerland. Let's go, guys. Oh, good, you guys made it to Switzerland with us. We're so glad. We're actually hanging out in a hot tub right now in the middle of the Brienz Lake. It's absolutely stunning. So the first product we're going to talk about while we're in Switzerland is the passport holder. We're going to jump online right now and I'm going to show you just how profitable the passport holder can be. And I bet it could be a ton of fun to design on. When I did a quick search on Etsy, I found lots of really interesting bestsellers with passport holders. A lot of them were personalized with the name of the person. They would make great travel gifts for people who enjoy traveling, and this is something I do see myself getting for myself and my friends for maybe one of our next upcoming trips. Some of them were targeting kids while others were targeting adults. You will have a couple of options on Printify. I found two that you could fulfill with, and I do think that you would need to have really well-searched designs and personalization. You would need to add something new and valuable to the market in order to stand out in a way for the price that you would need to charge for these products when we're fulfilling with a print-on-demand company. Not only can we do passport wallets with print-on-demand in our Etsy shops, we can also do travel tumblers. Let's take a quick peek on Etsy to see just what types of designs are selling on tumblers in the travel niche. Take a look at this travel tumbler. This one has personalization with the name. The SEO included vacation tumbler, custom travel mug. It also hit girls weekend gift, and it specifically was hitting a vacation niche for the beach. This is the one I used on the thumbnail of this video. This one was listed just 7 months ago. It has sold 4,674 times, and the estimated monthly revenue is $15,921. Just kind of highlighting the potential of this product aimed specifically within the travel niche. Here's another bestseller that's also aimed at a beach type of vacation. And here's another bestseller that's aimed more at the type of trip that I'm currently on, where you're traveling overseas to another country and you've got your passport and all your luggage and all that fun stuff. Before we get to our next product, can we just take a second to enjoy this stunning scenery? We were staying in Grindelwald in the region of Jungfrau, which I'm probably saying all of those words incorrectly. And we did these really fun trotty bikes down the mountain, and we just were surrounded by the serene beauty of this place. And we also did some zip lining. What an amazing adventure. Isn't traveling the best? You get the best views, you get to see things you've never seen before. Okay, so that was travel tumblers, but not only are travel tumblers a great product to put in your Etsy shops, let's talk next about ornaments. You will find bestseller after bestseller in ornaments, specifically in the travel niche, because this is something that people like to purchase to commemorate the trip that they took that year. And just to flash a couple of examples here, we've got this one that's personalized with the dates and the cruise that this family took. Here's another cruise specific one. Here we've got just an adventure one with different items from, it looks like a Greece trip there. I see Athens represented. Looks like this one is targeting people that have visited or had a special journey to national parks that year. And here's another bestseller targeting different states you might have traveled to that year. Each of these a great gift to commemorate the special trip that person might have taken this year. And let's look at one more before we head off to our next location. This one I got the idea because Laneta, our friend, got us these beautiful makeup bags as a little pre-gift to our trip this year. And myself, my best friend Shay, and Laneta, we all loved our makeup bags. She actually bought them off of Etsy, and they each had our initial on them. Now, the ones I'm showing you here aren't actually available on print on demand. We do have a couple that are available on print on demand, though. And we thought this was just such a sweet little gift for people who like to travel. We've all liked traveling for years, and we've all gifted each other with things that were travel related way before we ever got into Etsy. And you'll see that as something that is in demand when we go over to Etsy and we look at search results. We see that this is a very popular gift topic, the travel niche. People buy gifts for each other in the travel niche all the time. You will find quite a few bestsellers for makeup bags on Etsy. These couple that I'm first showing you here are similar to the ones Laneta bought us. You'll find that a lot of these have personalization on them. A lot of them also double as really great bridesmaid gifts. Now, the ones I'm showing you here are more like the ones we're going to have availability with on print on demand. As a matter of fact, this one here is pretty simple. It's just got a name on it. It would be really easy to jazz this up and make it specific to someone who likes to travel with some little travel types of pictures on it or little graphics on it. And this one was priced at $10.87 with an additional $9.99 for shipping. So right around $20 for your customer, which I thought was a pretty good price point. And if fulfilling with Printify, that would probably be a pretty good price point so that you're making a little bit of profit and still competitive in pricing. I saw 5 little cosmetic / accessory bags that would work well for this in Printify.
Goodbye, Switzerland. Hello, Colmar. Woohoo!
Oh, guys, I'm so glad you made it to Colmar with us. I know, we almost didn't want to jump out of Switzerland either. But aren't you glad you made it to Colmar? I feel like I'm going to see Belle from Beauty and the Beast popping out and singing any second now. All right, anyways, back to travel products that you can print on with print on demand. Another product you can print on with print on demand, and Printify has them, is suitcase covers. Let's jump online and I'll show you just how profitable these products can be. You'll find some great little options on Etsy for suitcase covers, and these are going to be a much better price point than the actual luggage. I found a couple of bestsellers that were personalized with photos. I think the designs that I made for my friends and I would go great on something like this. On Printify, you do have 3 sizes available to fulfill and ship. For the small, it would be $17.39. And then there's a medium, and then the large to ship and fulfill $21.76. So between $17 and like $22 for all the sizes. For this bestseller here, you might think, oh dear, they're selling it for really cheap at $10.99. I can't do that. But that's a luggage tag they have in there as kind of their loss leader, which is a strategy where you have one item, not usually the one you have pictured in your main mock-up photo, like we have in this case, but another item, and you take either you're breaking even on that item or you're taking a loss on that item, but it gets more people to click into your listing. Really what people are looking for if they click into this listing is the luggage cover. And the luggage cover is going to cost them anywhere between $18.99 and $29.98. Cheers! Okay, so not only suitcase covers are a great product you can sell in your Etsy shops, but so are luggage tags. And as a matter of fact, I got the ideas for our suitcases. I did that research from suitcase covers and luggage tags. These are also way cheaper to sell in your shop, a much better price point than the suitcases would be. Let's hop online and we'll look to see some ideas with luggage tags and just how profitable luggage tags can be. Heading over to Etsy, we see this funny one. Janice, this is not your bag. There's 20 in the cart here, so this luggage tag is doing great. There's also a bunch that had initials that were doing great. If you just Google luggage tags, which is what I did when I was doing the research for the luggage that I designed, you'll find tons of funny things that you could use to design your luggage tags or your suitcase covers or your suitcases. And you will have some options if you're using Printify to fulfill. You'll have a couple of different options you can use with them. I also saw that people were doing combos where you could purchase a luggage tag and a matching luggage cover.
Let's go, Paris.
We are so glad you made it to Paris with us. We are sitting in the cutest little cafe. So let's take a minute to think about how we can niche down within the travel niche. We're going to think about who is traveling, and we're going to think about why they're traveling. Let's jump onto Etsy and take a deeper look in just how we can accomplish this. Now, out the gate, don't try to start targeting every single type of traveler. I'm just going to throw a bunch at you. We've got our girls trip, which is a huge industry right there. Lots of girls taking trips together, which can kind of piggyback on bachelorette trips. So you'd want to make sure you can kind of double down on those designs and make bachelorette type listings as well. You've got your besties, so people that are traveling together. You've got your mother-daughters that are taking trips together we can target. We've also got our groomsmen that are doing their bachelor parties. And then we've got our honeymooners that are looking for all kinds of products that they can celebrate their honeymoon with or commemorate that with. And then aside from just thinking about the types of travelers, and we've just scratched the surface here with a couple of examples, we can also think about the types of trips or where people are traveling to. We could target locations like in this Lake Tahoe or Orlando example, or the type of vacation like a cruise vacation or a camping vacation. And of course, I wouldn't want to forget to mention our type of traveler, which is the group traveler. You could target them also, or your family vacationers. And just a quick side note, this was just a spectacular place to view the Eiffel Tower from. We bought our beverages for 16 euros. That's what it cost us to sit there for 2 hours and enjoy the Eiffel Tower. You could get something cheaper, like even a cup of coffee. It was Café de la Homme, Homme. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Guys, we're so glad you came along on this trip with us. We're so glad you're still here. If you are still here, go down into the comments and let us know by letting me know what is your favorite place that you've ever visited or what's on your bucket list. If you really enjoyed the travel part of this video, I'm also going to leave my friend Manny's travel channel linked down below. He'll have a bunch of videos coming out and a lot of the fun, neat things that we did while we were traveling this year. Also, my friends that were on this trip with me, we have another channel called No Friend Left Behind. They all have Etsy shops and they're sharing their Etsy journeys. So if you'd like to check that out, I will also leave that linked down below. So the tower is about to start twinkling. We're gonna enjoy that for just a minute, but do stick around even after we jump home because there's a few extra things I wanna share with you. Plus, you're not gonna wanna miss that tip from Tucker. And it's moments like this that make you just really enjoy the whole journey, not just your Etsy journey, but your entire life journey. When you're with your best buds and you are taking such a beautiful sight in of the sparkling Eiffel Tower. Alright, well, keep hanging out with me here in this video and we'll talk more about other profitable niches, but of course not until after that tip from Tucker. Tucker, take it away!